Hello and welcome to the Garden Project, Mayo Field Reclamation, Part 2. This is the 6th of November 2018. In June 2018 we posted Part 1 of this series. In that video we presented this same field. It was overgrown with grass, weeds, brambles, rushes and contained mounds of building waste and materials. It was so badly overgrown that it was impossible to see the definition or profile of the field. It was a wasteland. Our objective was to rejuvenate this field, turn it into something loved, wholesome and productive again, as Mother Nature intended. So in May 2018 we sprayed it with Roundup to kill off the weeds, and then in June we set about clearing it of the weeds and the building materials. What you're looking at now is the result of our efforts. At last we can now see the full profile of the field. Clearing it has revealed its characteristics and nature, some of which are good and some of which are bad. The old stone boundary wall needs a little work, but otherwise it's in excellent shape. There's plenty of topsoil. It's shallow in some areas, but overall it's deep enough. The field lies in sandstone. This area of Mayo is all sandstone. Overall we have 2 to 4 feet of soil before hitting the sandstone. In some areas we hit it at around 18 inches, and this is going to cause a problem for irrigation and waterlogging. The topography is relatively level. As with most uncultivated land, there is an abundance of stones. We'll make use of them, maybe create some garden features or build a small stone outhouse. The mounds of earth that you're looking at contain the weeds and brambles we cleared from the field. The mounds are a mix of wood, cuttings and leaves and topsoil. And rather than wasting such wholesome material, we saved it. The mounds, we hope, will act as a mini wind shelter for trees we intend to plant, and hopefully when the mounds decay or compost we'll be able to use the material in raised beds. We intend to plant trees in the areas between the mounds and the evergreens. We need to create a new windbreak to protect our home from the constant winds. The existing windbreak is beginning to take its toll at the hands of these winds. A number of trees have been blown down over the years, leaving gaping holes in the shelter. Wind is a major problem here. We are at an elevation of 78 metres and bordered to the east and north by the sea. The sea is no more than 800 metres away in either direction. The prevailing wind is west and south. It thunders down off the moors from the west. For this reason, before any major garden is to be developed, we think we'll need to deal with the wind. That is, plant a shelter belt of trees all along the west or northern borders. As you can see, many parts of the field are waterlogged. The northeast area in particular is very badly waterlogged. In fact, after 2 days of rain, followed by 2 days of sunshine, we have a small pond emerging. We don't know why this water is not draining away. Maybe it's because the land has become compacted. Maybe it's because old drains are clogged. We'll need to investigate further. Maybe this is an issue, maybe it isn't. Maybe there are plants out there which thrive in such conditions. If there are, then we'll plant them. If not, then maybe we can turn this area into a pond or water feature. Mother Nature always finds a way to use her land. Hopefully she'll help us. This is the northeast area of the field, and after 2 days of raining, this is the result. Heavily waterlogged. The dog doesn't seem to mind. That's Nando, our faithful canine friend. Also, it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon here. The winter sun is at its highest. But this northeast area of the field is getting very little of it. As you can see, the trees are throwing a shadow over the area. The only time this area gets the sun is in the late afternoon, but then the sun is low in the west, it's weak, and it won't provide enough warmth to dry up this area. It is similar in the summer. Anyway, here's the field in all its current glory, barren, wet and laid naked, with a full winter ahead of it. What to do with it is a big question. We've been studying eucalypture, permaculture, standard garden horticulture, all of which give us choices, lots of choices. And while we think of our options, we're going to seed the area with grass, and this we hope will preserve it while waiting on us to come up with a plan. But thankfully the internet is full of wonderful people who give freely of their time and their knowledge to help ignorant people like me taking on such a wonderful and difficult task. And we have years to develop this site, and so we'll do it in steps, small steps, one step at a time. So until next time, part 3, take care.